Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Clear example of a just person. Let's say someone's father commits a crime. Let's say rapes someone. Well, how should that someone call that? A rape, right? Now, if someone else's rapes, someone else, the same crime should be called the same way, a rape. So regardless of who commits the crime, if it's the same crime, the act and the criminal should be called the same way. Correct? Correct. And that's the minimum, I would say, to be a just person. I think that should go without saying. It is a given. It's not something that should be like, oh my God, he's such a just person. So the same. In this case, we have the situation in Israel. If Hamas does something bad, commits a crime, we should call it a crime, and call the crime and the criminal. Now, if someone else commits the same crime, we should call the criminal and the crime the same way we called the Hamas or whomever. That's the minimum for me, personally, the minimum. Now, what happened here? We have a church in Gaza, and there was a mother and a daughter, and a sniper. And the sniper shot the two and a person who tried to help them inside a Christian compound. So someone who's outside, and that person is not a Hamas, use a sniper to shoot inside a Christian compound a mom and a daughter and someone else. Now, we're going to have some statements here and some reports, and we find out who did what. And how should we call that? And how should the world community call that? Do you think it will be called the way it should be called? Anyway, let's look at this one. Right there. So, Reuters. Gaza church killing at odds with war on Hamas. Italy tells Israel. Right? That's a courageous guy right there. How old are you? Rome. Italian Foreign Minister Antonio Tajani criticized Israeli forces on Monday for allegedly shooting and killing people in a Christian compound in the Gaza Strip, saying such actions would not help in its war to defeat Hamas. Is this the way that should be called? Oh, it's not going to help. Is this the way that guy should call his father committing the crime? That kind of thing does not help you, man. It's not, you know what I mean? It doesn't help. Is that all? Is that all? And I'm quoting, an Israeli sniper shot two women inside a church. Right here. This has nothing to do with the fight against Hamas, because the terrorists are certainly not hiding in Christian churches. End quote. Tajani said, offering rare censure of Israel from Italy. Now, it is not true that the terrorists cannot hide over there. That's not impossible. It says certainly. But the point is a woman and another woman. The Latin Patriarch of Jerusalem, the Catholic authority in the Holy Land, said at the weekend the two women named as Nashida Khalil Anton and her daughter Samar were shot dead in the compound of the Holy Family Parish in Gaza. The Patriarchate statement said 7 other people were shot and wounded as they tried to protect others. So I knew only about one person. 7 others. Let's say you're the sniper. What could be the order? Shoot everyone over there? Or there was no order? Now, let's say you shoot one woman and another woman. What was the order? Shoot anyone? Because you can just shoot one woman, another woman, and 7 more who try to help. Probably to drag the carcasses or whatever. Why do you shoot those ones? Where are those terrorists? All of them? How do you know that? Oh, we got this guy here. Pope Francis, I didn't read the article, I suspect he's not going to say shit. I'm going to say something in general. Pope Francis on Sunday deplored the reported attack and suggested Israel was using terrorism tactic in the Gaza Strip, which is ruled by the Palestinian Islamist movement Hamas. Ready? Terrorism tactics? What are those terrorism tactics in the Gaza Strip? An Israeli Foreign Ministry spokesperson said on Sunday the incident was still under review. Gaza's 2.3 million population comprises an estimated 1,000 Christians. Italy has offered Israel vocal support since the October 7. Why? And I'm quoting, "We strongly condemn Hamas' attack against unarmed civilians, but we also want the reaction of Israel to be proportionate and spare the civilian population," Tajani told an annual meeting in Italy's ambassadors. And that would be it. They will talk for about maybe 2 more minutes and gone. Done. Now, I have no dog in the fight, but I can't, how should I put it, look at these things and say, well, I don't care if they get killed or the other guys get killed. I mean, I see who's who and what's what. I know who's the guilty one or the guilty ones, because it's not like one is a saint one. Unfortunately, this is the way things are portrayed, and there's nothing like that. One side is the angel, or we shouldn't use the word angel, but yeah, I think they had angels in the Old Testament, didn't they? Yeah. So one side is the angels, and the other ones are the devil. That's how we are supposed to view that. And it's nothing like that. Nothing like that. And remember, since I'm outside, I make my own assessment on this, and I'm keeping an eye on it. But people who are involved in this, let's say they're not, as they like to call it, radicalized. Let's say they're not radicalized. And maybe are not there, maybe are outside, maybe are in different countries, and they see this. How should they look at it? For me, I mean, it's clear who's who, what's what here. 99% it's clear. 2 women and 7 other people, and snipers. I guarantee you the snipers were not the victims. I fucking guarantee you that. They personally were not the victims, all right? Oh, well, were those guys 1,200 victims of the 2 over there and the 7? If yes, where is the evidence? Where's the direct connection that those guys did? Or just because they might belong to a team? Just because by birth? It doesn't work that way, if I remember correctly. Collective punishment based on your group membership is not considered legal in a Western fucking civilization. The Judeo-Christian civilization. We don't have a Judeo-Christian civilization. That's a lie. That's a lie. If we would have that, we would have a lot of Trump's house bulldozed already, okay? But we don't have it. They're still going after him and his family. That right there is going to be collective punishment. They will not let the Trump family alone until they destroy it completely. Why? Because the guys who are after Trump, function using different laws than we do, or we thought to use. And they will take care of Trump. Once they get off Trump, they will go after his sons, his daughter, Baron Trump, and all of that. They will, like they never existed. You'll see. I guarantee you that. You'll be alive. If you are 60, you're going to be alive when that happens. If you, let's say you stay around about 10 more years, 12 more years, you're going to see. I'm hoping you plan on living 12 more years, if they allow us. So yeah, my friends, remember that we'll see people really with passion vested in that. What do you think they will do? Not only they will understand that, who's whom and what's what, even though maybe at the intellectual level they kind of knew, but they will also feel it. That's going to get in their being. What will they do? Crazy stuff. And that's why the things in the Middle East will never, I don't say never, but under the current circumstances will be the same. It's either or. That's when that thing over there will be end. It's either or. And there's no inclusion, diversity. No, they have to be separated. But separated, they cannot touch themselves. How is that possible? Well, right now it seems like they try to push the Palestinians out of Gaza. And then what? Build 3,000 feet tall walls against Israel? They could do it. They got the finance. These guys are going to give them. And we're going to work harder. Like Boxer from what's the name? Animal Farm. You know, the boxer, the horse, he was representing the labor class, the laborers. Instead of saying, wait a minute, why do I do this? What's going on? Huh? No, I will work harder. And he died by working harder. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.